Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel, The Remarkable Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time landing on this page, I want to say welcome home. It's good to see you. This is a platform that we've organized to highlight your inner beauty and give you the biblical tools that you need to take a step forward and enjoy the beautiful life that God has given you. So if this is something you're interested in, I want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe so you can be notified when we upload a new video. Now, if we've never met, my name is Edith. I'm passionate about helping women to relocate to the place of hope, joy, confidence, and to enjoy the beautiful life that God has given you. And so please go ahead and subscribe. It's good to see you. I want to encourage you to make yourself comfortable and let's get right into the video. Welcome to the Remarkable Woman channel. In today's video, we want to talk about this most important topic. We want to talk about closing the door to the past. We want to discuss how you can close the door to that old season, that old thing, that old relationship, that past, without going back to that old place. Because you see, especially as women, sometimes we close the door to certain things, but we do it temporarily. And then we find ourselves going back to that friendship, going back to that relationship, going back to that season, going back to that conversation, going back because maybe we missed something about that thing. We long for something about that time or that season. But you see, it is most important that you and I refuse to go back and open a door that is closed, that God has approved that door be closed in your life. It's important that you do not open the door. And so we want to talk about ways that you can, take steps that you can take to ensure that you do not go back. And this talk, I'm taking this from the Bible, the story of a woman named Ruth. She had to leave a place called Moab. It's recorded in the Old Testament book of Ruth. And the woman did these 4 things, and that's what I want to suggest. I want to present this to you. These are the 4 ways that you can ensure that you do not go back to the old place. The first thing, you want to reflect on your stay in that place. The time you spend in that place, in that relationship, in that season, with that person or that job or whatever it is. You want to reflect on your stay, the time you were there. And then you also want to reflect and think about the reason why you're leaving. Think about it, reflect on it, spend time thinking, process this thing, go way down in your being, pull out those things that need to come up to the top and reflect on these things. Reflect on what happened there, your stay, the laughter, the joy, the tears, everything. And then reflect on the reason why you're leaving that thing or that place. That's the first thing you do, reflect on it. The second thing is, after you've reflected, the second way to ensure that you do not go back and open the door that's already closed, you want to obtain your mental exit ticket. That's the first ticket you obtain, the one from in your mind. You have to tell yourself that you're leaving. You want to get your exit ticket mentally. You have to leave that place mentally. That's what this woman had to do in the book of Ruth. She had a night of reflection, and then she obtained her ticket mentally. She said she was leaving. I want you to know that you have to do that. That's the second way to ensure that you're not going to push the door open to go to the old place again. You have to get your ticket mentally. It's first and most important. Tell yourself in your mind, you prayerfully tell yourself that you are leaving the place, the thing, the situation, the circumstance you're leaving. The third way to ensure that you do not go back to the old, you want to take your belongings with you. You want to pack your things and you want to take them with you. You see, in the story that we're referring to in the Bible, Naomi took her things with her. She took her dignity with her. She carried her faith with her. I want to encourage you to take your stuff with you. Do not leave anything in that old place and where you have to go back to get it. When Jesus was speaking to the man that he healed, he told him, say, I want you to pick up your bed and walk. In other words, take your stuff and move forward so you don't come back here to say you forgot something here. You have to ensure that you pack your belongings. I want you to pack your dignity, pack joy, pack hope, pack self-confidence. Put all of those things in your suitcase so you don't go and then come back and say, oh, you know, I just need somebody to compliment me a little bit. No, you don't. Pack your things with you. Take your confidence. Take your self-worth. Take your belongings with you. That's the third way to ensure that you do not go to open the old door and go back to the old. The fourth and final way, after you pack your stuff, you stick your face forward and you keep going forward. You put your face forward. You don't want to gaze on the side. What are they saying? What am I doing? How is this? No, you already been through all of that during the time of reflection. You want to stick your face forward. The Bible says, looking onto Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith. You want to put your face forward and head on ahead. You're going to quote unquote Bethlehem, the house of bread. That's what the woman in the Bible, Naomi, she went to Bethlehem. Bethlehem is called the house of bread, where you will be fed in your spirit. You're going to the place of God's best. That's the quote unquote Bethlehem, the place of God's best, where he's going to feed your spirit, feed your soul, feed your heart, give you what you need, because he is taking you somewhere. You're headed towards the prepared table, the table that God has prepared ahead of you. The table is waiting for you. And so you stick your face forward and you walk to that place that is ahead of you. And God, the God that you're walking toward, he's already there. When you get there, you will meet him there in grand style. Because when Naomi got to Bethlehem, according to the biblical story, God was there and he gave her his best for her. He changed her story. He gave her her heart's desire. And so that's how you ensure that you do not get stuck and go back to the old thing and keep going back and coming out and going back and coming out. If you follow these 4 steps, if you prayerfully follow these 4 steps, you will always move forward, because you close the door, you will intentionally close the door, you will intentionally disremember those things that will cause you to go back, and you will take a step forward into God's best for your beautiful life. And so I think I need to recap here. 4 ways, 4 steps to ensure that you, as a beautiful, remarkable Christian woman, that you do not go back to the old place, that you do not belong. The first thing is you want to reflect on the time you were at that place, and you want to reflect and think about the reason why you're leaving or why you left the place. The second thing is you want to get your mental ticket. Tell yourself in your mind, in your heart, that you're leaving. Number 3, you want to pack your things. You don't want to leave anything. You want to pack your confidence. You want to pack your joy. You want to pack your self-worth. You want to pack your self-esteem. You want to take your dignity. You pack your things. And the 4th thing, you stick your face in front. You look forward. You look at Jesus and you walk into God's best for you. That's how you ensure that you stay out of the old place that God has brought you out of. And you stick your face in front and you take a beautiful, bold step and enjoy the beautiful life that God has given you. And so that's what I have to share with you. Thank you so much for listening to me. Now I want to hear from you. Please go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. How do you close the doors? How do you keep from going back to the old thing, the old season, the old place, the old relationship, those old ways, the old things? What do you do? I want to hear from you. Go ahead and leave a comment. And once again, if you're interested in the content that we share, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we upload a new video. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Please take good care of yourself. God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.